We're here today to talk about Cloudburst, which is Brenda and Olympia Dukakis' new film at JDIF, the Jameson Dublin International Film Festival this year. With me to talk about it is Lisa Connell from GCN. Hi Lisa, we've both had a chance to watch a screener of the film, which is a very enjoyable film, I think centrally because of the relationship between Fricker and Dukakis, the chemistry between the two of them.
For me, one of the real strengths in the film, their relationship was so believable and so adorable. I mean, they're just, both of their characters, and the relationship was just lovely. Like, you were rooting from them right from the beginning, and I think, yeah, they were played, I mean, they're both wonderful actresses, but they had a real chemistry.
I spoke to Brenda Fricker about it, and she talked about how, she called it the rope of love, how they tried to keep it taut between the two characters amid all the slapstick that happens in the film. They're misguidedly running away from the US to Canada to get married in an effort to save their home. You never know what's going to come out of Stella's mouth. Olympia Dukakis plays Stella.
Yeah.
She has a huge scene in a car where she's talking about her love of vaginas, which actually turns into a poem in a way in it, which is...
Yeah, and part feminist rant, but also hilariously, you know, I was watching it through my fingers going, oh my god, this guy's gonna... And you know, you do expect that she gets put out of the car, and she does.
I'm gonna meet up with Dottie. Get away from her cunt-faced granddaughter.
I wish you wouldn't use the C word.
What are you, crazy? Cunt is for punctuation. I love cunt. Cunt is a temple. Cunt is fast foods. Cunt. Pussy. Snatch. Just saying the words makes me drool.
There's a real power to that around what women are and aren't allowed to say, and I just thought that was really nicely played by her, because it didn't seem like it wasn't in her character. Stella is that abrasive and loud, and you know, my favourite of her kind of one-liners, of which there were many, was about her last meal being served between Katie Lang's legs.
Pretty sweet.
Sweet, my ass. Savory. Delicious. If I were on death row, I'd request my final meal be right between K.D. Lang's legs.
There's no doubt it's a flawed film. I mean, you know, in terms of, I suppose, plot, it's a little bit flawed.
Yeah.
And extra characters are in there, and you don't really fully get the essence of their story or why
they're very thin and sort of really two-dimensional, actually. Like the daughter's character, or the granddaughter character, is, she's a caricature. Yeah, you know,
she's very one-dimensional, and there's a hitchhiker who's kind of like a hustler who goes along for the ride with them as they go to Canada. You don't really fully understand why he's there and what his story is. And so, what would you give it if you were to give it stars out of 5? Would you?
I mean, even though we just did say what we didn't like as much, I still thought overall it was a really enjoyable film, and I can admit that I laughed and cried. Like, it is, I mean, I don't know if I really agreed with how it ends, and we won't ruin it, but you know, I don't know if that was necessary, but overall I really enjoyed it, and enjoyed their characters mostly, and I would give it 3 out of 5, I think.
Okay. I'd give it, I mean, yeah, I thought it was flawed, but I so enjoyed watching Brenda Fricker and Olympia Dukakis together. I love Olympia Dukakis as well. She's a brilliant comedy actress. She just, everything she does makes you laugh in this film. Yeah. So yeah, I'd give it 4 out of 5 and recommend that people go and see it. We've been talking about Cloudburst, which is at JDIF, and we hope you enjoyed this review. Thank you.